feel good. That feel good. Baby. 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 That feel good. Baby.
Don't you think that it's boring how people talk? Making smart with their words again. Well, I'm bored. Because I'm doing this for the thrill of it, killing it, never not chasing a million things I want. And I am only as young as the minute is full of it, getting pumped up on the little bright things I want. But I know they'll never own me. Baby, be the class clown. I'll be the beauty queen in tears. It's a new art form showing people how little we care. We're so happy, even when we're smiling out of fear. Let's go down to the tennis court and talk it up like yeah. And talk it up like yeah. And talk it up like yeah.
So many people are willing to learn how to trade stocks, but are simply just unsuccessful at it. It's not that you're a bad trader.
I'm up $953, $879, $1,300!
When people come up to me and they say, Dek, I'm just not a good stock trader, there's a whole bunch of baloney.
Oh my goodness, I just made $30,000. You guys want to see a show today? 20 grand in a day so far.
You know why I make so much money shorting? Because the answers are given to me.
$37,000. We're currently up $23,000, $24,000 right now. Let's go! This is high risk, high reward. Let's go, baby! Let's go! I'm going for $100,000 today. $100,000 month coming its way, baby.
You may not know everything, but all of a sudden, it's gonna click.
$30,817 in the market today. Oh my goodness, guys. Welcome to the stock market.
Talk it up like yeah, and talk it up like yeah. Let's go down to the tennis court and talk it up like yeah.
Good morning! Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes every now and then I get a little ahead of myself. I say, hey, maybe I'll start yelling into the microphone right now, and then I realize that it's muted. And then because of you beautiful people, because of you guys tell me that it's not muted anymore. So let's give yourself a little round of applause for that, because things could have got drastic if I never looked at chat. Traders, shout out to this team, shout out to this community, shout out to everyone here right now. It is Friday. Free Weekend Friday, we like to call it. Why we call it Free Weekend Friday? Because, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to set ourselves up for the next free 48 hours. That means you want to go on dinner tonight, have it for free. You want to go to a hockey game, have it for free. You want to go play a round of golf, have it for free. You want to be able to fill up the gas tank, get some groceries, get them for free. That's what we want your life to be all about. That's why we trade. That's why we're here. We do this all so that you guys can be able to have financial freedom. I don't want anyone here to have to worry about bills. I don't want anyone here to have to struggle with debt. I don't want anyone here to have a mortgage. I don't want anyone here to have any of that stuff they have to worry about. I want you guys to be able to focus on your trades, make money, and get outside, get out of the office, spend time with family and friends, because that's why you guys are trading in the first place. You guys aren't supposed to be in front of a computer for 12 hours a day. You guys aren't supposed to be sitting in a cubicle, sitting in, traffic, going to your job, listening to a 9-to-5 boss and just getting $40,000 a year just to keep you content. That's not why you're here. You're here to do more. You're here to make money. You're here to be successful. So, let's break this on down and make sure that you guys are coming out successful. Let's break this on down and make sure every single trader is all set, ready to go. Man, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm ready to rock and roll. We're rocking the Rangers hat today. Getting ready to go. I got a nice little shave yesterday. Oh, guys. Oh, good. I'm raising a baby deer at this moment. It's out front. Still hasn't left yet. Guys, there's a baby deer out front, and we called the local shelter, right? And they said you have two options after, again, 24 hours. 24 hours. It either is completely abandoned by its mother and it's left there. So either, we can pick it on up, or again, you can keep it. I don't know. Can I raise it? Can I teach you how to trade? Can we get those little hooves just smacking again the buy and sells? Maybe. I named it Baby Huevos. Baby Huevos. So, traders, we got a big day ahead. Let's see where this momentum's going to take us. See where this action is going to be going. 919 in this market at this time. Got to break this whole entire thing on down and make sure that we're all set, ready to go here, team, because it's going to be a big one. So what do we really have? Well, obviously, let's address the elephant in the room. And the elephant in the room is that we have this ginormous spike, this ginormous rip, this ginormous run. We went already today on a $5.50 spike. Why the heck are we at $5.50 already, team? And before I even go a second farther, if you guys are watching over on TikTok today, make sure you guys hit that thumbs on up, double tap the screen, show some love, follow, drop whatever you guys want. YouTube, hit the thumbs up right now, drop a comment, let me know you guys are here, engage with the chat room, engage with the community, engage with it all. Discord, I can't see you Discord, but I know you guys are there. I love you. So, right now, team, let's see what we really have, which made this market go on such a big spike, rip, and run. It says U.S. job growth totaled 175,000 in April, much less than expected, while unemployment rose to 3.9%. So, we had this come on out. And once this came on out, we saw the market go on a big pop. So, the U.S. economy added fewer jobs than expected in April, while the unemployment rate rose, reversing a trend of robust job growth that had kept the Federal Reserve cautious as it looks for signals on when it can start cutting interest rates again. Okay, time out, guys. Time out here, because this does not make any sense. This is one of those things in the stock market that you have to think about. Is it really right or is it wrong? Okay, so this is what we have. I'm going to explain this to you. We have a $5 move right now. And you might be saying, why in the world are we having a $5 move? It says the U.S. economy added less jobs than what we wanted, while the unemployment rate rose. So you're telling me unemployment, it's going higher. More people are getting fired. More people are getting laid off. And we have less jobs for them. Guess what happened? Stock market went on a big time spike. Does this make any sense whatsoever? Well, it kind of makes sense. And the reason why it kind of makes sense is because Jerome Powell and the Federal Reserve said that they are not going to, and they cannot start cutting interest rates anytime soon, because everyone is spending. Everyone is still, again, out there just buying things left and right. And we have inflation rising and inflation continuously moving on up. So what do traders think at this time? Well, traders are basically saying to them, or the FOMC is basically saying, hey, this is good news. Guys, this is good news. Yep, we have unemployment going on up. We have less people with a job. This means they're not going to be spending as much. And if they're not spending as much, that's going to start bringing down inflation. Hey, guys, guess what? It's kind of like a little secret evil group. Guys, guess what? If everyone becomes unemployed, no one's going to be able to spend any more money. Inflation will come down. Oh, yeah, that is a good point. So, yeah, if we have unemployment rising, no one has jobs. Well, guess what? Inflation's definitely going to come down now because it's going to be harder for people to spend money. So it's basically like, why is the market running today? The market's moving up out of the deepest, darkest thing that you would want it to go up to. People are getting fired. Now they're not going to be able to spend as much money, but them not spending as much money is going to bring down inflation. So people basically got excited for that. So let's read this again now that you understand it. It says the U.S. economy added fewer jobs than expected in April, while the unemployment rate rose, reversing a trend of robust job growth that had kept the Federal Reserve cautious before as it looked for signals on when it can start cutting rates. So now maybe going into the future, we could start cutting rates because that's going to make the FOMC more happy. So non-farm payrolls increased by 175,000 on the month, below the 240,000 estimate from the Dow Jones consensus. Labor Department of Bureau's labor statistics, the unemployment rate ticked higher to 3.9%. Against expectations, it would hold at 3.8%. So that's kind of the big thing about today. Right, that's a big thing about today. That's the main news of today. Now we obviously have to figure out, is the S&P 500 going to go up higher? Is the S&P 500 going to keep pushing on up? Is the S&P 500 going to get this next leg? What is going to be the goal of today? Well, traders, I'm a type of trader that I do like to go with momentum, but never at the top of momentum. I'm going to explain what I mean right here. All right, everyone listen up. I like to always be trading with momentum. So if I see the S&P 500 spiking, a lot of times I do want to go with the spike, but I never want to buy right at the tippity top right here. I like getting plays after reversals or after trends. So I would say if I think that the S&P 500 is going to continue to move up throughout today, I would like to get it maybe a little pullback, get filled right here, right? Be able to jump in at this area and then move itself back on up. I just don't ever like buying at the tippity top. I don't like buying at the high of the day because you have so much risk that it's going to fall on you. You have so much risk that it's going to drop on you. Same exact thing a lot of times if I see that the market is falling and fading and dropping and falling. I don't want to get, a jump in on this play at the very bottom on puts and say, oh, I hope it goes lower. That's usually not the right way to trade. Usually the best way to trade is say, okay, I think it's going to go lower, but let me wait for a little bit of a bounce. Then I go ahead and get filled so I have more opportunity for the stock to actually start fading and falling and dropping. And then I can make money as it comes on lower from there. So I never want to be buying at the tippity top. I don't want to ever be doing puts at the very bottom. So when I'm taking a look at the S&P 500 right now, the S&P 500, what can we tell? We can tell we have 5-10-10 as our main support line. This area, 5-10-10, is the main support line that we would like. Now, obviously, we do have top resistance all the way up towards 511.50, but more realistic, our top resistance is kind of right at 511. We basically have a dollar channel at this moment. Now, the S&P 500, we could easily open on up, basically bounce off 510, spike back on up towards around 511. Bounce off 510, back on up towards 511. 510, back up towards around 511. We go over to, again, let's go back to a little bit of a larger time frame. Let's go back to a 30-minute time frame here. Let's extend this. And is that going to be our main support? Like, where is the main support line that we can kind of understand, okay, this is where we should get a dip buy, right? That's kind of what I'm looking for. Where is there an area that it seems like everyone would look for a dip buy? And I would be saying probably 509.50. Now, 509.50, you guys may have to scroll in here slightly, but why do I think 509.50? I see this upper shadow goes up to 509.40. This upper shadow, 509.50. This upper shadow, 509.50. It bounced at 509.50. We have top resistance at 509.50. Notice how we keep bouncing, it seems like, right around that 509.50 mark. You guys can see right here, top resistance, 509.50. If it's not 509.50, I think it's going to be 508.95 or 509. So basically, I'm in a little bit of a predicament. I want to look for a dip buy and I want to look for a bounce buy. I'm definitely leaning a little bit more towards around this 509.50 mark, but we could see bottoms right around the 509-ish mark. So it's either one of these two lines, and obviously it's going to be tough to tell, but I would definitely be looking starting off probably right around that 509.50, 509.60, 509.40, and kind of surround that area looking for that dip buy opportunity. So S&P 500, that's going to be something I want to look for. Get that quick little pullback, get that quick little dip buy, maybe get a quick, dollar drop right off the rip, back on down towards around 509.50, and then get a bounce play back on up towards around 510. Remember, team, we are trying to make quick money on Fridays. We're trying to make quick money, quick cash, and be able to enjoy our weekends. That's what it's all about. Obviously, you have about 7 hours that you can trade. You have so much opportunity. There's so much out there. There's so much, action in the world that you guys can be able to trade off of. But the S&P 500 is going to be the best way for us to trade, especially after we had an FOMC meeting on Wednesday, after having a solid day yesterday, and now getting this data today on the unemployment data, seeing again the S&P 500 go on this very strong move. So I want to get every single person dialed in here to make sure you guys are being smart. Now, is there any sort of big earnings or anything like that coming on up? No, guys, earnings season after next week is going to start dwindling down. The next big earnings we have that I'm excited about is going to be on May 22nd. May 22nd, which is on Wednesday in about 3 weeks from now, is going to be NVDA earnings. Now, I'm not trying to get anyone upset. I'm just asking a question here, guys. Does anyone here think that the AI trend, the AI bubble, the AI hype, whatever you want to call it, does anyone think that it's going to start dying off in 2024? Does anyone think that it's going to fade, or do you guys think that, hey, Dek, it's only getting started? As we know, we could take a look over on that monthly chart, and we could see over the last 2 years, NVDA has now spiked from 120 all the way up towards near $1,000. Can NVDA keep going up higher? Can NVDA come out with a good earnings report and go up to $1,000 plus? Is that possible? Or is that AI hype going to start dying? Because we have seen other plays start getting a little bit weaker, such as SMCI, which is an AI stock. And this play went from $85, spiked up to $1,200, now back down to $769. And we also seen plays like MSTR here. MSTR go all the way from $300 up to $2,000 and gave back nearly half their gains. And we've also seen like AMD. AMD before, this one went all the way from $63 all the way up to $228 and then gave back again nearly half of its gains. NVDA is almost like the leader of this. If NVDA has bad earnings, we could see a lot turn around. If NVDA has good earnings, traders, these could be amazing dip buys on AMD, SMCI, MSTR before, again, this next leg on up, before we start seeing, again, another climb. So we don't have any big earnings at this time. We already had Tesla. We already had Meta. We already had Apple last night. If you guys didn't see, let's go ahead and take a look over on Apple. Apple did have earnings last night. How did they come on out here? Did have a nice little gap up. Again, Apple, as I talked about, guys, is never a company that you really want to bet against. Apple, as I said, is like the poster boy child of the stock market. Everyone loves Apple. Everyone says, okay, you got to invest in something, invest in Apple. It's always a great opportunity to be able to make a lot of money. So Apple, I do like it. I think it's a great play, and did come out with strong earnings last night, which did lead towards this nice pop and nice move and nice run. Dek, what about any sort of penny stocks today? Any sort of big rippers, runners, popper, climbers, anything good right here? The best play that I'm seeing with news is SGBX. So the best play this morning with some hot news, and we can take a look at the news scanner right here, is we do have a stock that's only 1 penny. I don't really care about it. 3 cents, don't really care about it. SGBX. SGBX is a play that's at $4.14. It's currently up about 41% at this moment. Does have the keyword new on it. Let's take a look at the full article, see if there's anything big. It says SGBX and Eco to deliver first eco-friendly modular unit to prominent quick service restaurant customer in the Pacific Northwest. So let me ask you guys a question right now. Is this the biggest press release in the world? Are they talking about positive phase 3 trials? No. Are they talking about having a partnership with Google or the Air Force? No. It's basically saying that, they're looking to do something, have an eco-friendly modular unit. Not the biggest press release in the world. But at the same time, who knows? Maybe we can start getting a big spike, rip and run, and start, continuously climbing on up. We basically had a stock do what? I had a low float, 541,000. And this play basically just went straight on up and now coming straight back on down. Remember, guys, this is how you're honestly going to get rich. I already told you guys this. Next Monday, not this Monday coming on up. Next Monday coming on up, guys, we are going fully back to shorting, and I am taking 30 days to teach you guys literally everything I know about shorting. I want to earn your respect. I want to earn it. I don't want to be a guy over on TikTok. I don't want to be a guy on YouTube. I don't want to be a guy over on wherever you guys are watching and just be like, oh, hey, everyone, do this. I want you guys to say, hey, I want to learn from someone that's truly going to teach me. So all I want over that 30 days is I want you guys to show up on Tradecaster. I want you guys to learn, and I want you guys to be an open book. Don't, you can always ask questions. I love that. But I want you guys to be willing to accept what I'm going to teach you. I want you guys to go with that. I want you guys to say to yourself, all right, hey, I'm going to take 30 days to really see what Dek can teach me. I want to take 30 days to really just accept, what can he show me? How, different strategies, different doors that he can open. And then we're going to trade. So I want to make sure that you guys are all good with that. So I dropped the date over on an email. I dropped the date over on Twitter, Stock Twits, all that good stuff where, we are going into absolutely everything here. So, that's what it's all about. So make sure that you guys are prepared. Make sure you guys are ready. Sign up May 13th. where tradecaster.com. So make sure that every single trader is all set, ready to rock and roll. We are going back to shorting. Shorting is the number one strategy that I've been able to make money on. For anyone who's ever seen, oh, Dek, I like when you make $30,000 months, $100,000 months, $80,000 months. That's all from shorting. I don't have $80,000 months from doing option trades. I just don't. That's not who I am. That's not how I trade. I have $80,000 months from shorting, and that's how I want to teach you. So I want to teach you how I do it, what I look for, but this is basically all free money. It seems like every single day. Let's see if any of these other plays basically came on down. HSDT, nice little spike, start fading back on down. Going into today, guys, I am going to be focused a little bit more over on the SPY and watching, of course, what I like to trade, SPX. So I'm not looking at NVDA today. I'm not looking at Tesla today. I'm not really looking at, a lot of these other plays. I'm more focused over on SPX, get a nice pullback, drop on down, sub 509.50 to 509, get a dip buy and spike back on up towards 510. Honestly, our day could be over within 2 minutes of today's trading session. So that's what I'm going to be watching. That's what I'm going to be looking for. And of course, going from there. Today, I am looking to do options because I got another one more week of options before we go headstrong into shorting. So we got one more week of options before we go headstrong into shorting. So make sure you guys are all set. The Browns, you're already on TradeCaster. You're all set, Browns. So Browns, you just show up every day. You keep doing what you're doing. TradeCaster members, you guys are already set. You guys are already here. So you guys are all good, ready to go. So team, let's get all set, ready to rock on this day. As always, I just want to say thank you so much for everyone who's joining us every single morning, participating, and all set. But today on Friday, it is not again a free live stream day. So again, TikTok and Discord and YouTube, if you guys want to have access to today's live stream, you got to come on over here to tradecaster.com. Click the link in my bio, in my profile, in the description below, and get on over here to tradecaster.com. You do get a free 7-day pass, and we are going to be kicking off this day momentarily. So I'm wishing you guys the best of luck today if you guys are not with us, and if you guys are with us, I'm just going to refresh the live stream, get us all set, ready to go. So awesome job. Good luck to everyone on this Friday, and I will see you guys on Money Monday. But of course, TradeCaster members, we're going live here in about a minute and getting ready for this day. So I'll see you guys over there.